Hello everyone, this is Jackie Williams. Thank you so much for joining me. In this video, I want to share with you the crisscross card. Now this card, as you can see, features a crisscross pattern on the front, and then it forms a little pocket where you can put a tag, several tags, or even a folding card. And I have some variations to share with you at the end of the video. Now I'm going to share with you how to make the basic structure of the card, but also I have created a little template download that has all the measurements and things already on it, and the link to download that for free is in the video description. So for this one, we're going to do the horizontal version, and you want to start with two card pieces that are 11 inches by 4 1/4 or 4 1/8, depending on what size of cardstock you're using. And then we're going to score these in half. So half of 11 is 5 1/2. And next we need to make one cut. And I'm going to stack them together and do them at the same time. So hopefully you can see that score line there in the middle. We just want to make a cut from a corner at the score line down to the opposite corner on the outside of the card, like this. And it doesn't matter if you go that way either. So either way is going to work, whatever way you end up doing it, as long as you're cutting them both together. If you're cutting them, well, actually, even if you cut them separately, it probably doesn't matter. So I have one corner on the cutting track, and then this corner here also on the cutting track. And then I'm just going to cut that through both of them together. Okay, this will then create our card front. So one of them is going to fold this way. Now I've used two quite contrasting colors just so you can see how the different pieces fit together. You could use contrasting colors on one that you made though too. Although on all my samples, they're all the same. And then I folded this one going the other direction, or the opposite direction. Then these two pieces are just going to fit one inside of the other. So like this. And they should fit pretty well exactly together. Okay, like this and then like this. So it's going to, your card base will be this sort of a shape. And it doesn't matter which one you sit on top, just go by personal preference, or sometimes one tends to fit better than the other, because particularly when you're dealing with triangles, it's very hard to get them exact. So actually what I found was to put tape on these two edges like this. And you'll want to put your tape or glue or whatever you're using pretty close to the bottom, because the higher up you put your tape, the smaller your pocket is going to be. So you may want that. So just so you are aware of that. Okay, and then like this. And then that creates your little pocket. You could even put some adhesive down in between these two crisscross patterns, like right in here if you want to. But this is the basics of how the card base goes together. And then you just create some things that will slide into the pocket. Okay, let's look at some samples so you can see what you can do with this template. So let's go back to the one I showed you before. This one's very basic. This is using the Celebratory Sips bundle. And we have just a basic crisscross, and I put even some of the designer series paper here on the back, so even when the tag is out, it looks pretty cute. And you can use two different prints on your two little crisscross arms, or you can keep them the same, whatever you like. And I have just a simple card or a simple tag there that slides into the pocket. And then this one's oriented the same horizontally, but this time I've used the same pattern on both sides. And this is using the Storybook Moments papers. And then I have just stuffed a whole lot of coordinating tags there into the pocket. So that's quite fun. That would be a fun way to, if you wanted to write lots of notes, or particularly for a card where maybe several people are going to sign it and then everyone gets a little tag. And you can also orient this design vertically. So here's the vertical version, and I did include these measurements on the free template with the link is in the description. For this, I've used the beautiful gallery bundle and these gorgeous papers. And this time, instead of making a tag, I made an opening card. So you have a card and then a beautiful little pocket for the card to slip into. And then this is one that I shared quite a few months ago. It's not quite the same, but it's kind of the same concept. And I've left it on my desk as an inspiration of something to do more with. For this one, I've used 2 complementary designer series papers. And this one, I've made the whole thing an opening card. So we've got the pocket and the tag on the front, and then also an opening card. So there's lots of ways that you can vary it. And then for my last sample, I've used the Sunrise Sailing Bundle and made a square card. And this one, I've also made this piece an opening card. And used that embossing folder, and I tried to get it so you could just see the clouds there with the boat on the side. And then added a little bit of a nautical knot there on the side. So there are my samples using the crisscross card. I hope you will download the template, give this a try, and try it in all of the sizes. If you know someone who likes fun fold cards, please share this video with them too. Leave me a comment and of course subscribe. This is Jackie Williams and I'll see you next video. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.